Before we step into the words of Revelation 11:1-2, we need to understand the background. Revelation does not speak in isolation. It is the continuation of covenant history. By the time we reach chapter 11, the question is, why is the temple being measured? Why is the outer court given to Gentiles? Why is the holy city trodden down? The answer lies in the covenant story. Israel had been entrusted with the daily sacrifices, the offerings, the temple worship. But because of transgression, because of rebellion, the Most High brought judgment. Messiah came in the midst of the prophetic week, confirmed the covenant, and by his death caused the sacrifice and oblation to cease. That act secured the covenant forever. Heaven responded by measuring the temple, altar, and worshipers, declaring them preserved. But at the same time, the earthly city was left desolate, the outer court given to Gentiles, the holy city trampled. Above, covenant secured. Below, judgment decreed. This is why Revelation 11:1-2 unfolds as it does. It is the heavenly recognition of covenant and the earthly reality of scattering and trampling. To understand this, we must go back to the prophets, to Daniel, Ezekiel, and Isaiah, and see how their words explain what John saw. Daniel 2:44 declares, "In the days of these kings shall the Elohim of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed." This is the eternal kingdom, not left to other people, breaking in pieces all kingdoms, standing forever. This is the heavenly temple measured in Revelation 11:1. The altar secured, the worshipers counted, the covenant confirmed. Above, the covenant stands unshaken. Now hear Daniel 9:27 first half. "He shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week, and in the midst of the week he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease." This is the covenant moment. Messiah himself confirms the covenant with his people, the covenant people of Israel. They were entrusted with the promises, the temple worship, the daily sacrifices. But all of these were shadows pointing forward. In the midst of the prophetic week, Messiah's death caused the sacrifices to cease, not by destruction, but by fulfillment. The cross became the greater altar. His blood became the greater offering. Because of this, the covenant was confirmed forever. Heaven responded by measuring the temple, the altar, and the worshipers in Revelation 11:1. Temple measured equals covenant people recognized. Altar measured equals Messiah's sacrifice confirmed. Worshipers measured equals covenant sealed in his blood. So the first half of Daniel 9:27 is the heavenly recognition of covenant in Revelation 11:1. But the covenant was never only individual. Israel was chosen as a nation, and the blessings and curses of the law were written upon the whole house. That is why even the righteous, Daniel, Ezekiel, Jeremiah, were carried into exile. Their obedience preserved them personally, but the judgment fell nationally because the covenant was corporate. So when Messiah confirmed the covenant, the faithful remnant were preserved by faith, yet the nation as a whole still faced judgment for rebellion. This is Revelation 11:2. The outer court left out, given to Gentiles, the holy city trodden down. Below, covenant breakers judged, the city scattered, the people refined. Paul opens the mystery in Romans 11:25. Blindness in part has happened to Israel.
until the fullness of the Gentiles be come in. Gentiles were already coming in, but Israel as a nation was restrained, blinded in part, so the Gentiles could come in fully. The remnant believed, but the nation was scattered. This blindness was not the end, but the pause. Above, the covenant was secured by faith in Messiah. Below, the beast kingdom was rising, trampling, scattering, refining. Two kingdoms unfolding at once. Heaven measuring the faithful, while the beast persecute the nation. And this is exactly what the prophets declared. The blindness of Israel, the scattering of the nation, the trampling of the city, all of it is the fulfillment of the second half of Daniel 9:27. And for the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate, even until the consummation, and that determined shall be poured upon the desolate.
This desolation was not without cause. It was Israel's abominations that ignited the covenant curses. And this opened the door for the beast kingdom, the Gentile powers Daniel saw rising in succession, Daniel 7. Rome, as the fourth beast, was empowered to trample. This is why Revelation 11:2 says the outer court is left out, given to Gentiles, and the holy city is trodden down. Outer court left out. Heaven does not measure it, because it belongs to the Gentiles. It is not part of the covenant preservation, given to Gentiles. The beast kingdom is granted authority to occupy and dominate. This fulfills Daniel's vision of abominations spreading and desolation decreed. Holy city trodden down. Jerusalem itself becomes the stage of judgment. The covenant breakers are scattered, the city desolate, the people refined in affliction. The second half of Daniel 9:27 makes clear it was Israel's abominations that triggered desolation. The covenant curses were activated, and the beast kingdom was empowered to trample. But the prophets explained that this judgment was not only destruction, it was also refining. Ezekiel 22:15-21 declares, I will scatter thee among the nations, and disperse thee through the countries, and will consume thy filthiness out of thee. I will gather you into the midst of Jerusalem, as they gather silver, brass, iron, lead, and tin into the midst of the furnace, to blow the fire upon it, to melt it. So will I gather you in mine anger, and in my fury, and I will leave you there, and melt you. Here, the scattering is the refining fire. Israel's abominations brought judgment, but the furnace of affliction was meant to purge and purify. Isaiah 48:10 confirms, Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. So the trampling of Revelation 11:2, the holy city shall they tread underfoot, is not only punishment, it is the furnace of affliction, which the Most High himself calls the midst of Jerusalem, Ezekiel 22:19. It is the same furnace where covenant breakers are melted, impurities consumed, and the remnant purified. The blindness, scattering, and trampling fulfilled the decree of Daniel 9:27b. Israel's abominations ignited the covenant curses, and the beast kingdom was empowered to trample. But the vision does not end with trampling. Revelation 11:1-2 closes with the measuring of the faithful and the trampling of the city. And then the scroll opens to another mystery hidden in the prophets, the two witnesses. And when their testimony is finished, the beast rises against them. Revelation 11:7.
And when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast that ascendeth out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them, and shall overcome them, and kill them. The second half of Daniel 9:27b, the trampling of Revelation 11:2, and the beast rising in Revelation 11:7 are not separate events. They are three prophetic descriptions of the same covenant curse reality. Daniel 9:27b, for the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate. Israel's abominations ignite the covenant curses, desolation decreed. Revelation 11:2, the holy city is given to Gentiles, trampled for 42 months. The beast kingdom empowered to dominate. Revelation 11:7, the beast ascends from the bottomless pit to make war against the witnesses. The same trampling power now revealed in its spiritual origin. This is a unified flow. Cause equals Israel's abominations. Effect equals covenant curses activated. Manifestation equals beast kingdom trampling the city. Revelation 11:2. Spiritual origin equals beast rising from the abyss. Revelation 11:7. It is one event seen from three angles. Daniel shows the decree. Revelation 11:2 shows the earthly trampling. Revelation 11:7 shows the abyssal source. Thus, the vision shifts seamlessly, from refining fire to prophetic witness, from judgment below to Spirit's word above. The olive trees and the lampstands stand in the midst of the furnace, which is the same as the midst of Jerusalem, and the midst of Jerusalem is the same as the holy city being trodden down by the Gentiles. And the holy city trodden down by the Gentiles is the same as the beast shall make war against them, and shall overcome them, and kill them. It is one unified reality. The furnace, the city, the trampling, the beast rising, and the witnesses struck down. All different prophetic angles of the same covenant curse event. After the measuring of the temple and the trampling of the city, the scroll unveils another mystery hidden in the prophets, the two witnesses. So do not miss the next unveiling, the two witnesses.